All right, fellas, this is my 1990 Ford F2 350. And I've never actually done a walk around video on YouTube for it, so here we go. So we'll start off with the background. Like I said, this is an F250. However, if you look down at the front, you can see this has clearly been Dana 60 swapped. I bought this pickup from my grandpa in 2021. August of 2021, I brought it home. And that winter until June, it was in the shop. While it was in here, I repainted the entire thing. I changed the rear fuel tank, fixed vacuum pump, yada, 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 yada. I did a lot of stuff that I forgot about. Then I drove it around like that for about a year and a half. And while I was driving it from about October of 2022 until about November 2023, I was building a motor for it. All right, so starting off here, this is a 7.3 IDI turbo block. I stole it out of a 1988 F250, but obviously that wasn't factory either because the factory turbos didn't come until 1993. This engine had sat for 15 years. I went out with my grandpa one day and we started up immediately after about 10 seconds of glow plugs. Then I brought it home, pulled out the motor, and started yanking stuff apart. So like I said, this is a 7.3 IDI turbo block. It's studded. It has Comp 910 valve springs, which are 7.3 Power Stroke valve springs. It has Justin's camshaft from R&D. Has Justin's 90cc injection pump from R&D. I have Justin's return rails. And then this has Justin's hot side kit, hot side turbo kit with an S261 turbo. And then, yeah. I'd like to start off and say that a lot of things under this engine bay are not 100% done right now. As you can see, I've got vacuum lines thrown about. I have an oil catch can just sitting here. This is how my intercooler piping is going to stay. This is about the only way you can do it and keep the air filter there and the AC compressor here. For anybody who's wondering, this is the charge pipe out of a 6.0 Power Stroke. As you can see, got a failed powder coat job. Wasn't big, it was too big for my oven. And then, of course, up front, this is a 6.0 intercooler. Pain in the butt to fit in these IDIs, by the way. At least the brick noses, and I know the bull noses are even tighter. The air noses have a little bit more room up front for this kind of stuff, but as you can see, I had to do some major shaving in this grill. It doesn't look perfect. Also, this is one of my few things I haven't done yet is mount this grill. So a few other things I had to do. I had to move the glow plugs from back there to right here. So this is Justin made this little pedestal for it here. Still have to tighten these down, by the way. Justin made that pedestal, and then I powder coated it. It's black underneath, but you can't see it. And now we'll get into my e-fuel setup a little bit. All right, so now that we're under here, this is Justin's stage 2 or whatever it was at the time, his e-fuel setup. I believe this is a G56 pump or G93 or something. I'll make sure I'll look it up and put it in the video. This is not the right water separator on this side. He accidentally sent me the wrong one, so I got to get this fixed because it's leaking diesel out at the bottom here. But as you can see, this is just clamped 3/8 line over a hard line, and then the rest is just 3/8 all the way down. The return's up here, and then, yeah. This is a very simple pump to wire up. It's just black or ground on top and then power on the bottom. It's grounded right to the frame right there. And then those 3/8 that 3/8 fuel line runs up here to this fuel regulator. Normally this is about 7. This is about at 7 PSI. Should be 6.5 to 7. It's somewhere in there. As you can see, it's leaking a little bit. I got to get that fixed. And then after it's sorted out the fuel, then this side goes up and into the back of the injection pump there. A few other small things. This is 3G alternator swapped. This is a Mishimoto radiator. I am Hydro Boost swapped. And I also have a blue top steering box. In order to get this to work, the easiest way to do it is just go to O'Reilly's and buy their power steering pump for it's like an L3 7.3 Power Stroke. It has the extra it's got this extra pipe in that you need for the Hydro Boost. Also, for anybody curious about my hood latch setup, this is obviously just bent up because it can't be down. This is also bent up, and this does work. I can still get at it and open the hood as seen earlier. There is one thing you got to be sure of when you bend this. There's another piece back there, and if you bend them together, then it can't unlock, and then this guy can't latch down like it's supposed to, just like that. So you got to be careful of that when you do it. I figured that out the hard way. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't latch, and that's why. Also, here's a beautiful set of battery cables from Roderek at, I'll put it in the video, I don't remember right now. And obviously, like I said, I still have my AC system, my air filter's over here. This is a K&N model. It's actually for a 24 valve Cummins. That's why it has this hole up front, because you're supposed to put one of the air filter checker thingies in there. I'm not really a huge fan of this being right here, but I don't really have anywhere else to put it because of my other situations. Thanks for watching. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them down below, or you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever if you want to know more. I guess we'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.